Hello, I'm Brian LaBelle with GF Piping Systems here at IIAR, the Natural Refrigeration Show in Long Beach, California. I have the pleasure of being joined by Mr. Mario Mora, President and Founder of FrigoConsult in Costa Rica. Thank you very much for taking time from the show to talk with us here at the GF Piping Systems booth. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and what FrigoConsult is all about.
Yeah, well, FrigoConsult is a consulting firm that we design industrial refrigeration and commercial refrigeration as well in Costa Rica and all Central America. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's been there for 12 years already, doing projects. And we design supermarkets, industrial ammonia projects, CO2 projects, everything related to natural refrigerants. And we are trying to move to a tendency of eliminating the freons and the synthetic refrigerants.
Yeah, right.
So since then, since 2010, I designed a project to reduce the 507 in a supermarket, a big supermarket in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
And we decided to just use 507 in low temperature, and the rest of the 27 or 28 cases and stuff in the supermarket, we'll do it with glycol and water.
In a secondary
refrigerant
configuration. Yeah.
That's when I met people from GF, right?
Yeah.
And they showed me the product, the product, and that time was called ABS.
Right.
And then later on they put the cool fit, which included insulation already pre-manufactured.
Yes.
And that was wonderful. After that project, my customers in Costa Rica will just use that. Just thought, okay, whatever freon was there available, 507, 134, and then the rest of the refrigeration was done with glycol and using like GF products. Yeah, and we are very happy because it's easy to install. It never fails, right? We never have any problem with leaks or stuff, right?
It creates this vapor tight seal.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and so there's no condensation, there's no leakage.
And we have a very humid country.
Yes.
So all the insulation and also the jacket, it helps with the insulation. It's very good and it's sturdy. It's very, very strong. It lasted a lot. And then I also do the industrial part. So in the industrial part, there are several projects that I have used your product, the GF.
Okay.
It's wonderful. The first one was distribution center for produce, a big one for Walmart that will supply all Central America from there, Costa Rica and Central America. It's a big plant. It's like probably more than 35,000 square feet.
Okay.
And I designed it with ammonia in a little machine room, and then we have chillers, and from those chillers we feed the whole plant with glycol.
Wow.
Because the lowest temperature was for the apple and the grapes, which is close to 2 centigrades. That's what, like 35 Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
And then we use the whole plant is going with glycol. So we have the GF, the ABS product, insulated for the whole plant, and no problem. The customer is very, very happy.
What size range do you use? Up to what size?
Probably was 12 inches, the maximum size.
Okay.
And then, that's what we're using. And then after that, there was a big project in Coca Cola. Coca Cola built the largest plant, the most modern plant in Costa Rica in 2019.
Okay.
I designed the plant in 2018. And then we use secondary refrigerants for all the air conditioning, all the production of the plant. It was with chilled water. And cold storage rooms were with like glycol. The only place we used ammonia was for the low temperature room. And we actually use, of course, we cannot use the glycol for that, the BGS for that. It's very corrosive. So it's a small amount of ammonia, and it's installed in the outside of the plant with the bulbs outside, so the plant doesn't have any ammonia. So the glycol and the product, the GF product, was wonderful for that application. We actually have, from the outside, we have all the glycol that goes around and it's exposed to the sun, and it works fine, because if you use PVC for that, you're gonna get cracks very soon.
That's right.
So our customers is very happy about it,
Really happy to hear that.
Yeah, and then I had the chance to see the plant and see the technology.
And you must have had some experience then with not just the product, but with the people and the training.
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Make sure that your installers, that people that are putting these systems together, they know what they're doing.
Right. Anywhere they go and train the people that are going to install, because that's very important. A good installation, it warranties a good product and no problems and failures. Another example that I have is a project that I designed in Nicaragua, because I work in Central America, and it was designed with ammonia and we use a glycol for the chiller rooms, and for the rest, other than low temperature. I mean, the rest is just, and it's all designed with GF. Right, but it hasn't been built. They have to agree on investments and get the money and stuff. But it's like a big meat plant. I would say
Well, what excellent experience you have. Costa Rica is a beautiful place. I've been once, and a wonderful country. Lots of big business there, and as you mentioned, food and beverage. It's really big business for cooling refrigeration.
Yeah, and that brings me to another thing. I'm vice president of the chapter of IIAR in Central American Caribbean. And we're pushing for more environmental refrigerants and safety in ammonia. So in this case, to reduce the quantity of ammonia, right, which is part of the IIAR is encouraging that as well, when we use secondary refrigerants. So we're trying to do as environmental as we can. Costa Rica is also famous for that. That's one of the main things, one of the main incomes is due to the fact that we don't have army, we don't have oil exploration. I mean, we are very environmental friendly. Sustainable, yeah. And that goes with the secondary refrigerants as well.
Absolutely.
Water, glycol,
Well, thank you very much for your service to the industry, for being a GF customer, for taking time from your visit here to IIAR in Southern California to talk with us in the GF Piping Systems booth.
I think it's worth it.
Mario, it's been an absolute pleasure talking with you. Thanks so much.